Okay, let's just talk about multimeters. Now, these small ones, relatively cheap ones, the off is on the top, and you just turn the scale round, or the selector, to the various scales that you want. On this one, slightly bigger, the on-off is there, and then you can select what range you want. Now, before we go any further, here's the symbols. V with a line and some dots is DC, direct current. V with a sine wave or a wiggle is AC, alternating current. A with the DC symbol is DC amps, and we also have A with the AC symbol, which is AC amps. Amps, current, the amount of electricity that's flowing. And then this one, the horseshoe, is ohms. Ohms is a measure of resistance. So it's a circuit, in a circuit where the resistance within the circuit reduces the flow of electricity. It's almost like somebody turning a tap off or turning a tap down. Anyway, we'll talk about that again. So, this multimeter, let's zoom in. Okay, so round this side, let's zoom a bit more. Round this side we have 2, 20, 200 and 1000 on the DC volts. Come down here and we've got the AC volts up to 700 volts. So if you're wanting to measure the mains voltage, you would put that on the 700. Yeah. If you're wanting to see whether a certain battery is up to spec, then you would probably put it on the 20. So I've got the on the DC scale, and I know what voltage this battery is. So wrong way round, negative on the bottom, positive on the top. Okay, right, why has it gone to that? Because this battery is more than 2 volts. So let's go to the 20 scale, and it is 2.87 volts. Now, what happens if I have the test leads the other way around? All it shows is a minus at the start, and it tells you the polarity is the wrong way round. So polarity is the DC the right way round, is the positive and the negative. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, and then round here we have the resistance, which is the ohms. The first one is continuity. Where's the rest of these wires gone? And continuity on many multimeters, if you put the two together, the two probes together, it tells you there is a connection. If you don't know whether one bit of a circuit is connected to the other, and it should be, or if you want to check a fuse, you use continuity. So here's my box of second-hand replacement fuses. Is this fuse any good? Yes, it is. There you go. Okay, and then down here, we zoom down. Here is DC amps and AC amps. Okay, so you move this round to there. So we've got DC 2 amps, which is fused, and it is that socket there, or DC 10 amps, which is unfused. Now, and it's the same here with AC amps. Right, okay, this is the bit of a conundrum with these meters. To be able to use the amp scale, you move the red connector from here into either the 2 amp, which is fused, or the 10 amp. Okay, here's the rule: once you've finished measuring amps or current, the flow of electricity, you always take that out and put it there. Right, and the reason being, if I've got that there on the amp scale and I move that round to volts, then I want to measure across a battery between the positive and negative, and that will mean a huge flow of current if you're on the wrong circuit, and your meter will go poof. Yes, and you will let the blue smoke dragon out. So we'll put that back in there now. So never ever leave it with the red in either of those. Okay, so there you go. That's very simple explanation of a multimeter. That's all we need to know.